It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bills Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Wild Bill. Wild Bill. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Watch the run.
Throwing now is Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. God, no, ready. Hey, check Mike 21.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A big gain there for the Bills.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Check Mike 21.
Now Allen. Flush to his right. Sanders got it for a Bills touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Newton. That caught by Trimble. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And that is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Newton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
On 1st down, Newton. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To the air again, Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. It's the Cam Newton to Christian McCaffrey connection. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On 1st down, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Round 80. Check Mike 21. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Push him back.
From the gun, it's Allen. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Set. So 180. Mike 49. 8. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Yeah. You don't want none.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Newton throwing again. Touchdown, Panthers. It's the Cam Newton to Christian McCaffrey connection, and the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A big gain there for the Bills.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. It's caught by Davis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Looking for the end zone. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get...
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37.
20.
Newton now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a first down throw for Newton. He's to the 10. There's Trimble, the tight end. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw is Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Second down and goal. Newton. Here's a diving catch right side, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jeremy Chin able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big gain there for the Bills. A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Pulls it in at the 13. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 76 yards. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Hey, check, Mike 21. Sub. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Hey, check.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's complete to Davis. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Mike 21. Drop deep. Hey, check, Mike 21.
Now Allen again. Going deep for Diggs. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
49 the mic. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Throwing is Newton. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Star Latulele providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now Newton on first down. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, it's Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Newton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
Ready? 20.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Great. 49 the mark. Express. Don't let him breathe. Play that.
Again, Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. It's the Cam Newton to Christian McCaffrey connection, and the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that'll be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
Here's Allen to throw it. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Going deep for Diggs. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Newton on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Check Mike 21. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Alert. 21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Broken tackle, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. Pick it up, G. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check. Hey, home. Defense, let's go. Hey, check Mike 21.
One final try here for Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll just get rid of it. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Allen's throw is complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Allen. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Let's go, defense. And here we go. 49.
Newton's going to throw it. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there for Carolina. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw, Newton. Touchdown! That's caught. Tommy Trimble. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.